right, here's the Armenian Arman Tsarukyan, a lightweight that many believe will one day be wearing UFC gold around his waist. The winning streak is in tow, and the strength of schedule has just been fantastic, really dating to the Islam Makhachev fight back in 2019. At times, perhaps Tsarukyan has been a victim of expectation, but largely he has lived up to what was some appreciable hype when he signed with the UFC back in 2019. He has inched his way towards contention. He's a guy that some have called the boogeyman of lightweight division, a guy that a lot of people don't want to fight. Eventually, you gotta fight him. We'll see if he can rise to the occasion here tonight. Well, Scousers don't get knocked out, and that has been the case for Paddy Pimblett, at least to this point in his UFC career. Outstanding pedigree coming in, and he's got another big fight in front of him tonight, DC.
And he's going to continue to get big fights, because when you have that thing, when you have that it factor about you, people want to tune in. That is what Paddy Pimblett has in spades. But not only can he fight, but not only can he draw people in, the guy can fight. He's a tremendous grappler, and he has confidence like not many guys that we've seen at such a young age in their career.
And don't let the out-of-camp body composition fool you, because this man has a work ethic that rivals anybody in this division. Huge spot for Paddy Pimblett tonight. All right, both fighters have now touched down in the world-famous octagon, ready to go with more live action from Toyota Center here in Houston, Texas, USA. Our tale of the tape for this lightweight championship fight. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Lightweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, presenting the challenger, Arman Tsarukyan. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC lightweight champion of the world, Paddy the Paddy Pimblett.
Herb Dean is your referee. He's the third man in the octagon tonight. All right, well, it has been a rapid rise to UFC prominence for the Liverpudlian Paddy the Baddy Pimblett. Standing room only, capacity crowds when he fights. And as far as this matchup is concerned, a lot of people feel like he might be up against it. Pimblett does not want to hear that noise. He said if the fight goes to the ground, I am a much more willing and able grappler than any of you realize. And of course, if the fight's on the feet, I got the power and the speed advantage to put this guy away. Tsarukyan gets hit with a kick here. That one landed flush. Let's see if he can make some adjustments. Oh, and another leg kick lands flush, and now you're starting to see visible damage on that lead leg of his opponent.
Visible damage, and you see him starting to make mistakes now in his defenses because his leg is so beat up. It's red, it's all beat up, he's limping, he's turning away. There are so many things that he is doing wrong now because of the leg damage he has taken.
How's his opponent still standing?
I mean, I have no idea. This fight is supposed to be over. And it might not be over now, but it's going to be over very soon.
All right, so an opportunity goes by the boards. He had him stunned, nearly finished, and now his opponent has
recovered. Now he's got to deal with everything that he's going to bring at him. He should have got the fight finished at that time.
Oh, short uppercut in the clinch by Tsarukyan. series of kicks.
Take it for a ride. Nice double leg, nice finish.
All right, rubber guard now, DC. Some submissions at his disposal if he so chooses.
Yeah, he does have a couple submissions. They're very rare submissions. Go-go plata, omoplata. But if the guy has any understanding of submission defense, he knows how to stay safe in this position. So there are advantages to being here. But the danger isn't so vast that you should panic.
Yeah, we've only seen a handful of omoplatas in UFC history. Landing strikes nicely here from top position. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Closes the gap and gets the single collar tie now. Pimblett going for the body, targeting that area with the kick, but unable to link. And now some separation. Great shot there, DC. He is officially won.
A big, massive hook that really has put his opponent on skates.
Final seconds of round one. For the end of round one. All right, there's the end of the round, and what a 5 minutes it was for him. Rocked and stunned his opponent multiple times, and I don't know, did his opponent just say uncle on the stool, or is he going to fight on?
I mean, he may say uncle. When you're getting beat and battered and bruised like that, it's a testament to your toughness, but it's not ideal. You want to be competitive. That round was not competitive at all.
All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish, too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
All right, round two. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there.
Oh, look at the guillotine. He's got it in.
Getting awfully close on the submission now. Oh, looks like he's countering here with maybe a Von Flu. He's got the side mount. And now how good is that as he gets out?
That is great submission defense, keeping everything short and not allowing his opponent to get the submission victory.
Drops down inside the now closed guard of his opponent.
Let's see how patient he is as he attacks a submission or big ground and pound.
Well, as usual, suffocating work from the top here by Tsarukyan. All right, he's very comfortable fighting off his back, DC. Now looks like he's trying to hip escape.
Yeah, he's trying to hip escape or maybe look for a Kimura here.
Tsarukyan, ground and pound from half guard now. Let's see if he can do some damage.
Great job landing from the top position. Another ground and pound strike lands for this man.
Now inside the closed guard.
And he's going to try to find ways to pass and move to a submission.
Well, the more things change, the more they stay the same. He continues to land a high volume of strikes on his opponent.
I mean, John, the guy can fight everywhere. And he can fight everywhere, meaning he can fight on the ground. He can fight.
All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
Beautiful transition. He's got to find a way to get back to his feet.
This is some exhausting work, man.
I mean, it is so tiring to be fighting in this way. So much wrestling, so much grappling, expending all this energy trying to hold the guy down. I mean, no takedown is not fought. No reversal is not fought. Everything they're doing is fought to the very last minute before it gets given up.
All right, north-south position now. We'll see how he chooses to proceed. A lot of top pressure being applied here as he works out of side control. Pimblett's right back to the full mount here.
These are big shots, and they're not glancing blows. When he's throwing, he is landing so clean that his head is starting off the mat.
15 seconds remain in the round. Ooh, good movement to avoid that strike from the top. All right, round 3 coming up next.
Stop.
Get him some water. Drink. Slow that heart rate down. All right. Here we go. All right, so there's the end of the round. It had a little bit of everything and nearly a finish due to a submission.
But you see, when you're on the ground with him, you're in danger. You're constantly under attack. There is no place to rest. Where you can rest with most guys, you got to be very aware against this guy, or he's going to catch you in something that you can't get out of. He needs to get on his bicycle, John. He needs to get in this place so that he doesn't get finished.
Both guys appeared to land there. Oh, shot to the body connects there. He hasn't really thrown too many body strikes in this fight, but now, as this fight goes on, he is not discriminating, working the body. These guys are absolutely getting after it. Huge shots landing on both sides. Holding on to him here, not really doing too much, perhaps just looking to recover. Now he pulls guard right into a triangle here. You gotta be kidding me. How did he get out?
He just stayed calm. Was able to withstand the fire, and now he finds himself out and safe.
Well, sometimes our stat guys are stingy with these submission attempt numbers. There have been a lot of them here. Submission defense has held up every step of the way.
Yeah, he's a great grappler. And he's really, really good defensively because he is so aware of all situations when he's on the ground. He has done an amazing job staying out of those submissions.
Tsarukyan is looking to pass out of the half guard here and get that side control, but he is denied by the opposition. Lands the ground and pound strike here.
He's very accurate in the ground and pound, and it's showing because he's landing so consistent. And there you go, again, half guard.
Well, this is exactly what you like to see. Nice combination of ground and pound punches. Outstanding pressure and activity by Tsarukyan.
Get the mount here.
All right, so there it is again. He's been very efficient with his ground and pound striking game tonight.
And now they're starting to pile. He's starting to pile them together. Punch after punch is starting to land from the top position. Now he's got a good body position. Yup.
Pretty good head movement. He's avoiding a lot of these ground strikes. All right, so perhaps he's going to have to address something defensively. There is a legitimate cut around his eye.
Yeah, he got cut on the eye from that last strike. He's got to pay attention now before it gets worse.
Tsarukyan is in half guard.
Oh, right into mouth.
Really doing a nice job getting these shots home on the ground. That's 3 rounds. We're now headed to the championship rounds. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of what was a great round, DC. Got to talk about that knockdown.
What a fantastic round. He was able to set up a great shot, got the knockdown. You have to be feeling good as he walks back to the corner.
So the crowd voicing its appreciation after that round. We had a knockdown courtesy of a punch midway through. DC, here's your highlight.
It was straight. He threw him in combination and landed that big punch that really did hurt his opponent. Lesser men would have been done. He's got a tough guy in front of him. He will have to go back to this again. He will have to get back to this action if he wants to get the desired finish.
Ready to fight? Ready.
All right, here's round 4, fight scheduled for 5 5-minute rounds. All right, so here we go. You can feel the tension. 4th round is underway. We'll see who has the upper hand.
You You feel it inside of the arena. The fighters feel it inside of the octagon. It's palpable. The energy is crazy because you understand that in the next 10 minutes,
Tsarukyan's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Nice block. Oh, he jumped guillotine right away. That guillotine is tight.
Oh, he got out. How good is that?
This guy is so aware. He never leaves anything long to allow for himself to get subbed.
Oh, lands with the ground and pound strike. Takes his back knee.
Now he's on top, exactly where he wanted to go.
We march on, 3 minutes to go. Tsarukyan is in half guard. All right, operating inside the closed guard now. Tsarukyan is back in half guard. Well, he grounded him, and now he's trying to pound him out. Great ground strikes here. These ground strikes are starting to add up.
You see him put himself into the half guard, like the control, yep.
All right, full guard now, DC.
The fighter on top needs to be trying to gain posture to throw ground and pound and then move to the next position. But if you're on the bottom, you've got to build a shield. Try to...
Direction by him there. His opponent could be out of here soon, DC.
He's almost done. I mean, when you get hit with a shot like that, you don't know whether to run, hide, grab, or wrestle. He's confused. He's as confused as he was on his first test in elementary school.
Gonna try to take his opponents back here, and he does.
Now he's going full mount.
All right, half guard position here. We'll see what he can do with it. A lot of weapons at his disposal from this dominant position.
Oh, man. I feel for a wrestler, this is the most dominant position in all of fighting because wrestlers love control.
Right.
And to have your upper body free and your leg able to hold your opponent in position, it is like striking gold. Build your posture, throw your punches, big damage, but then always control the far side underhook. This is a great position for a top fighter.
Final seconds here. Pimblett's back to the side control now.
Great defense by this fighter.
Buzzer sounds for the end of round 4, 20 minutes in the books. All right, there's the horn. What a round it was, DC. And, of course, the seminal moment, that big knockdown that nearly got his opponent out of there for good.
Almost finished the fight, but now he needs to reset, right? Don't rush. Go back out into the next round and just try to find that shot again. If he rushes, if he overexerts himself, he will run out of energy and put himself at risk of losing the fight.
All right, so a big knockdown for him, courtesy of that punch in that round. DC, here's your replay.
Big moment in the previous round. They were both fighting very well, but when he landed this punch right here that sits his opponent down, it showed that the power is not equal, and if he can land, he does have the ability to damage him.
Ready.
Fifth and final round.
Oh, nice inside kick. Nice shot there by the champ.
Sniff that one out as he blocks the kick.
Big double leg level change.
Nice move into half guard. Shades of Daniel Cormier slicing through that guard.
Unbelievable. I love it. Like a knife through butter. What a great job passing.
Well, the ground and pound is there once again. Strong work here by Tsarukyan. Working on the ground here. His opponent's feet on the hips. Tsarukyan is in half guard now. Trying to guard pass here. Not today.
No, it ain't happening. Good job understanding the transition. There it is. Now he's going to mount. That was nice.
Tsarukyan, ground and pound from half guard now.
Lands a nice punch from his back.
Well, very efficient and effective with the ground and pound strikes here. High-level work by Tsarukyan.
Getting them out here. Strong reversal there.
Oh, huge pop from the crowd as the fighters get back up to their feet. I mean, you and I love a good grappling match, but these fighters came to see knockouts.
Yeah, the fans came to see them knock each other out, and that's what they're going to get. All the grappling was beautiful to watch, Sean, but ultimately, it is the striking that people show up for.
Well, it's all pace and pressure down the stretch. He is really lighting them up now. Oh, you gotta keep pressing here. Could be the beginning of the end. Well, he is clearly losing this fight. It has not been his best performance, but he can change all of that with a late submission.
He struggled because he hasn't been able to get this fight to the ground. Now he needs to abandon his setup to the takedown, grab his opponent, and try to take him to the floor so he can chase the submission.
Single collar tie there. Ooh, nice uppercut from the champ. Well, no feeling out process tonight. Both fighters invoking damage on the other person.
Yes, we knew this would be very competitive. We knew that this was a tough fight. We knew that both guys would be very evenly matched.
All-out action right through the final minute. Nobody in this arena is sitting down. What a fight. All right, so the fight goes the championship distance, and you may want to get the black and gold colors out. We're getting a new champion tonight. He turned in a beautiful striking display tonight.
This is one of the best performances that we have seen from a challenger in a really long time. He relied on the striking. He understood that that's where he had the advantage. He used all of his advantages, and I feel like we will hear and new very shortly.
All right, the official decision is now in. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. All 3 judges score the contest 48-47. Declaring the winner by unanimous decision, and new UFC lightweight champion of the